Hi everyone, Dave here with Mythrix Studios giving you a brief overview of some of the neat new features you're going to see in Release 59, which I kind of lovingly called the tag release. So let's get started. Tags are something new that you're going to be able to add to both objectives and events, which have both been enhanced in this release. If we hop over to the objectives here, we're going to notice right away there's some color involved. Well, now you can set custom colors for each of your objectives. This way, if you wanted to, you could group them or categorize them however you see fit. You'll notice here I have a path A and a path B. This is representative of maybe a room that has branching logic, that based on player choices, they go down path A or path B. So you might have objectives that are different for each. And you noticed I've not only grouped them with path A and here and path B, but they're color coded differently. And I've got a general messages up here, which is, your general heads, please, there's no need to lick the wallpaper, nothing on the rug, etc., etc. Fun things like that. Let's dive into some of the new properties you have on objectives. So we're going to click on this one here, Path A. Of course, we've got the color now, and there's a new color selector with more options, more vibrant colors as well. The tag in question, you can also set multiple tags, just comma separated. That's important so that events can target one or both of the tags depending on what you do. So you can create a lot of different combinations there if you need to have different ones. But for right now, we'll just leave Path A on here. You've also got two new options for collapsible and visible. Collapsible means that if I uncheck this, the Game Master cannot collapse that clue tree on the Game Master list, which we'll take a look at here shortly. And then visible is, again, visible to the Game Master, so do they see it or not. Objectives that are not visible also don't count towards their percentage progression total in terms of the game if it's required. It's basically no longer required if it's invisible. So that we have here. Now let's go look at, say, for example, this one on Path B. Notice this one has a tag of Path B, right? And then I'm going to go pick on my general messages one here. I've got that purple color, and I have set this one to not collapsible because, again, this is kind of my generic messages that I've got listed. If I come over and look at events, now let's see how we can utilize some of those new features on objectives. I've got these 6 events here at the bottom. I've got a Path A and Path B trigger that we're going to manually trigger to kind of show some of the features. And then I've got 4 events. Events 1 and 2 are tied to Path A, and events 3 and 4 are tagged to Path B. So let's take a look at event 1 here. You'll notice it has a Path A. Now it doesn't have any conditions or events. This is just kind of a placeholder so we can kind of demonstrate from a Game Master perspective how the events might work with these new tag logics. So we've got Path A on this one, and I'll just pick on event 3 here. You notice this one has Path B. So knowing that, let's go look at our 2 triggers. So Path A, I've got 4 events here and 2 brand new event actions, events by tag and objectives by tag. So if we go look at this one here, I'll just pull down the list, your traditional event enable, and then your event enable by tag, and there's also objective show hide by tag. In this case, we're enabling events. So Path A, we're choosing Path A with this event, so we want that to be true. So any event that has the Path A tag on it will be enabled in this example. And the opposite is true here. Anything that has the Path B tag will be disabled by default with this event action. And then with the objectives, same behavior. So for Path A, I want to show those objectives, and for Path B, I want to hide those. And if we go look at our Path B, it's the exact opposite, which is exactly how it should be. Notice that because of the tags, and you can put as many tags as you need to on both objectives and events, you can create a lot of combinations there. Let's see how this actually is applied to the Game Master in action here. Here we go. We've got our general messages. Now notice we unchecked the collapsible feature, so this one is kind of locked in, so they always have to look at it. Sorry, Game Masters. Then we have our Path A and Path B. No, nothing's happened yet, so these are all visible at the moment while we're here. But now, if you'll notice, I've got my Path A and Path B in my 2 sets of events, slightly different colors there. So let's go ahead and click Path A. 2 things have happened. The 3 events associated with Path B are gone, and my 2 events associated with Path B are now disabled. If I do the opposite, now those are disabled and these are enabled, and vice versa here. Now Path B is visible. Hopefully this gives you an idea of some of the great capabilities you're going to be able to do with creating really deep logic in your games with branching and player choices, as well as you could tie these to game modes just as well, so you have an easy path and a hard path where the objectives are completely different. A lot of options there. All right, everyone, take care and enjoy your Release 59.